So here's the deal. Do you guys believe in, or what are your thoughts on the whole work-wife situation? I've had this story all week long. I just didn't get around to it, and I've been meaning to. It's just, we get all jammed up.
All right.
I had a guy who used to, like, when I was at Bay News 9, he was my favorite photographer, and we always loved, I loved all my photographers there, but we always had a good time. We worked together, went out on assignment. You met him, Fester.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? At,
What a jerk. So,
and he was
his name was Scurvy.
Work wives or work husbands is nothing but trouble once you start giving somebody that name.
Yeah, so
it's nothing but a headache.
But the headline, what caught my attention was a story about the different generations and age groups and what they think of the whole work-wife deal, whether it's a real deal or not. So millennials, the generation from roughly 1981 to 1996, being born in 81 to 96, the millennial generation, apparently they, by and large, disapprove of the typically platonic office relationship called the work wife or the work husband. And this is a brand new poll which was conducted for Newsweek magazine, or now they're a website. So this month, 1,500 U.S. adults were asked about relationships in the workplace and their opinion on work spouses. Defined in the poll as a coworker with whom someone shares a special relationship that can include a bond similar to a marriage. Of those surveyed, 21% said it's fine to have a work spouse, while 45% called it inappropriate. But opinions were divided based on differing generations. So 57% of millennials polled in the survey identified between the ages of 25 and 34 gave a thumbs down to the idea of having a work spouse. Just 18% said it was okay. 17% said it depends on the circumstances. 8% undecided, blah, blah, blah. But it varies. Generation Z, which is a newer generation, Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012.
They don't work.
They seem to be more on board with the idea of having a work spouse. Only 39% disapprove. 40% of baby boomers, and so I'm not a baby boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. I think we're all Gen Xers.
Speak for yourself.
I was born.
Yeah, Roxanne, you're a baby boomer. You're older than all of us in the room. All right, so
It's not true.
Not true.
The baby boomer generation is 1946, just after World War II, to 1964, the last year of the 90% silver quarter dime and $half.
Oh, that's how I remember it too.
Exactly. Yeah.
What if you call someone your work old ball and chain, like instead of your work wife or work spouse? Is that okay?
A lot of times when you work with people, you see them every day. Many days you spend more time with those people than you do your actual spouse.
So baby boomers were against this type of relationship. None of the participants surveyed were perpetually overlooked. Gen Xers, I guess, also similar to the baby boomers. But should we go to phones on this? Should I ask? I am. Let's ask our listeners.
Do you have a work wife or husband?
What would you like to say about the whole work wife, work husband deal? Do you have one? Do you hate the concept? Has it caused any problem in your relationship? Let's dial up right now. Let's go. 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. And give us your thoughts on the whole work wife, work husband situation. And it does vary. What you think does, according to the survey, vary according to your age and what generation you are from.
I think I feel more comfortable with someone saying that this is my work wife or work wife than this is my work girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
right?
because girlfriend would kind of connotate a little bit more of a flingy dingy
Yeah.
Right.
going on.
Yeah, like
When you equate somebody to a wife, then everybody knows there's no sex happening.
All right,
So everybody knows, so.
all right, the question is, do you have a work wife? Do you have a work husband? And what are your thoughts? Has it caused a problem, or are there angles that we're not even thinking about? You know, our listeners always have great stories. So on the whole work wife, work husband deal, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Buzz us up and give us some insight, give us some stories. I'm sure you've got something to tell. Let's grab Kurt in Tampa. Kurt, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Kurt. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey there.
I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher in Hillsborough, and my first job, I had a work wife that was probably 20 years older than me, married with 2 kids. I was in my 20s, and now I have 2 work wives, so I'm doing pretty good for myself.
All right, now,
Are you?
so the older teacher was more of a mentor and showing you the ropes as you were.
No. We
No.
just were neighbors, and if she needed me to step in, I would help her out. And
Oh wow. Okay, and then what do you do now? Kurt, are you still a teacher? Oh man,
This is a difficult call.
did we lose Kurt?
Yeah. Is he still there? All right.
Well, the line still sounds like it's open.
MJ, the problem with work wives
Kurt,
is
come on, man! I want to hear about your 2 work wives now.
the problem.
It's like what's that creepy dystopian series on Hulu?
Sister wives?
No, the one with the Scientologist from Mad Men.
I don't know.
What's
I
her?
don't know.
Oh,
January Jones?
No,
I don't know.
Lisa.
January Jones.
I don't know.
come on! It's they wear the crazy outfits and everything.
I have no
Come on,
idea.
did we lose Kurt? Son of a! All right, Kurt, call us back.
Or not.
We're
Let me-
getting hit up a lot on the text line. It's okay because with a work wife you don't have sex, and then another one
But
says
sometimes it does morph
I'm a
into that.
female.
You try telling your work wife something that's personal or something that happens in the family that you would but you innocently left out telling your wife and it gets back. Work wives aren't worth. It's not worth the labels.
Let me go back to phones. All right. Kurt. Oh, hang on. Kurt is back. Hey, Lisa, you're going to be up next. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Lisa, hold on. Let me put you on hold. I was just about to grab you, but we got Kurt back. All right, Kurt. So your phone crapped out.
yeah, I got some bad AirPods.
No problem. All right. So, because I heard the line was still open. So, Kurt, are you still a teacher?
I am still a teacher, and now my 2 work wives in my new school are both my age. They have husbands and kids, but I help
So
them.
is it like a sandwich now, or
Yeah, do you
because
have threesomes with your 2 work wives?
Are you in like a work wife sandwich because you've got the middle classroom and they're on the left and the right?
No, when one's absent, I can go to another and hang out, and we can just vent to each other and give them a little advice here and there, cover their class if they need.
And
Are
Kurt,
they
what do you
jealous
teach?
of each
What
other?
age do you teach, Kurt?
High school, human anatomy and physiology and bio.
Oh wow.
Are they jealous of each other, your 2 work wives, or they're cool with the?
No, we're all very copacetic.
All right. Do you refer to these other professional teachers as your work wife to your real wife?
Yeah, she's aware. She's a nurse practitioner. She has some work husbands at all of her residents and things, so it's all good.
Does she have any work wives, or I mean, what if you have like what if you're a female and you have like a female work wife? I mean, is it your work lesbian?
I know somebody. I know somebody who has one of those. She's actually she's a hetero, but she calls one of her coworkers her work wife.
Gotcha. Hey, Kurt, thanks for the call. Thanks for calling back. Let me go to Lisa now. Lisa's in Port Richey. Hey, Lisa, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hey, I hate the idea
Why do you hate the idea of a work wife, work husband?
because it could lead to something else. I'm not saying it does to everybody, but I have a friend who complained to another guy about his work because she couldn't communicate with her husband about it, and they ended up having an affair. So I hate the idea because of that. I mean, that, and I just hate the idea if my husband wants to have a work wife. I just don't think it's right. I'm a Gen Zer, so Gen Xer, I'm sorry.
Well, how old are you?
Oh, gosh, 52.
Oh, yeah, so you're a Generation X.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say something? I said Gen Z, didn't I?
Right. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I hate the idea because, if he wants to complain to, to his work wife about something, he should come to me and complain about it.
There you go.
He's probably
Thanks.
complaining about you to his work wife.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day.
Someone said they have a work bro and she's his work sis. And so that seems reasonable, right? Because, you're not going to have incest with your work bro, work sis, unless that then becomes even more taboo and more forbidden love.
Linda's in St. Pete. Linda, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I don't agree with it because I had a work husband and we had one heck of an affair.
Oh, my God. Holy moly. All right. So,
Linda.
One heck of an affair.
did your husband find out?
No.
How long did the affair go on?
Goodness. Over a year.
Wow. And how long ago was this, Linda?
Oh, this was quite a while ago.
And then what type of work was it? I mean, don't tell me the name of the company, but what type of...
I was a retail secretary.
So you were a secretary, and were you having the affair with the boss?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So would you, go into his office and, take dictation or something?
No, a lot of times he wanted to lock the door.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So would you... Hold on. Would you guys get it on in his office behind locked door?
He tried. I would not.
So where did you have your affair then? Where did this torrid action occur?
Hotels.
Yeah, seedy hotels.
Wow.
What
No,
ye-
they weren't seedy. They were nice hotels.
What,
Oh,
year,
good
what,
for
what
you.
year did all this go down?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. It was the 90s.
Wow. And your husband never found out?
No, he didn't.
Who was better, the boss or your husband?
The boss.
Oof.
So with that in mind, are you glad you did it? Glad it's over? Glad? What do you feel in retrospect?
Yeah, how did it end?
I got to be friends with his wife,
Oh.
and then I started to feel guilty. So I ended it.
Did you remain employed or did you leave shortly after?
No, I was employed.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. All right, one more call, then we got to move on. And maybe the phones are all still ringing here. All right, Jessica's in Tampa. Hey, Jessica, you're on the MJ Morning Show, and we're talking about the whole work-wife, work-husband deal, and a new study's out, and it varies on the generation whether they approve of a work-husband or work-wife. Jessica, where are you on all this?
I'm a licensed mental health counselor in Tampa, and literally you're sticking your hand in a pot of hot water if you do this. Most of my couples that are coming in for couples counseling have this going on, and it usually tends to lead to somebody.
So they have a work husband or work wife, which should be totally platonic and it should be just a work and professional relationship. But you're saying that in many cases, as a counselor, it morphs into something else?
It tends to, and it also builds resentment in the relationship that they have with their spouses.
So, listen, you're clearly, at work, men are clearly going to have a work relationship with a woman, and women are going to have a work relationship with a man. So, do you think that just the terminology, oh, she's my work wife, or oh, he's my work husband, do you think that lends and that you shouldn't even use that terminology? Is that what you're saying?
I don't agree with it. I think it's just putting your hand in the fire and just waiting to get burned. Because realistically, it just adds to, adding more acceptance to having like an open relationship.
All right, got you loud and clear. All right, one more, last one. Dave's in Largo. Hey, Dave, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, MJ, it's Crazy Dave.
Hey, Crazy Dave.
Hey, I don't have a work spouse,
Right.
but my wife does.
So
Yeah.
your wife has a work husband or a work wife?
Yeah. No, a work husband.
Yeah. What type of work does your wife do, Crazy Dave?
She is a hotel general manager.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I have a number on speed dial
That's
for my
a-
hotel
that's a-
hookups.
That's a pretty convenient place if you want to have an affair.
So, Dave,
if you're working at a freaking hotel.
So Dave, your wife's at home. She's married to the crazy Dave, and you're a wonderful guy, but I'm sure she has enough of you. She goes to work. How do you feel about her having a work husband?
Okay, well, normally, Fester, it might be a cause for concern. However, I know for a fact that her work husband is completely gay.
Okay.
But the way that she talks about him, it's like they bicker like they're an old married couple at work.
Yeah.
And she'll say, "Oh, he's such a spaz today. He did this. He was out of control."
I think spaz is like politically incorrect these days. I don't think you're allowed to say spaz anymore.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh well.
Nah. Anyway, yeah, you just got us all canceled.
But, yeah. She'll go on about this guy, and he was so nuts, and yet every time in like the last 20 years, she has moved to a new hotel and taken over a new hotel. Within a couple of weeks, it's a done deal that he's going to call her up and say, "Hey, can I come to work for you? It sucks here where I'm at."
And does she take him?
Yes, she does.
There you go. Crazy Dave, ladies and gentlemen, on the MJ Morning Show. Crazy Dave, have a great Easter weekend. All right, well, listen. A lot of people, a lot of thoughts on this.
The text lines are blowing up.
Yeah,
and
what are the text lines saying?
It's so polarizing. It's like either someone's like, "Hey, what's wrong with society today? It's completely unacceptable." And then other people are like, I have one. It's completely innocent. Who cares? And then there's this one woman who's like, "I have a work husband. He has me. I have him. But he's married to a man and I'm married to a woman." So it's like, they're all different ways to formulate this. So I feel kind of bad because I'm responding to everyone like I agree with every single point.
All right, Andrew, our producer, will have the last word on this. Yes, Andrew?
Yeah, the whole work wife, work husband thing.
Yep.
The people you work with that you can talk about work, they understand what you're going through that your real wife or husband may not understand.
Yeah, because they're in the same environment. They understand exactly what's going on where you work.
So maybe there needs to be a new term for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very true. And then you want to get away from work, so you don't want to talk about any of that.